Yeah, y'all finna get some material today, bro. Yeah, I'm in the crib, man. For real, man. Hey, I'm gonna do another video, man. This video gonna be some real talk too, bro. Like people say something finna be real talk, but it don't really be real talk. This finna be real talk, nigga. Woo, whoo, I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. This video is gonna be called Your Parents Probably Failed You. Nah, we're gonna say this video is called Your Parents. 8 out of 10 parents failed their children. I know, y'all, I know. But this is gonna be medicine. This is gonna be medicine because you guys gotta understand that where you come from. And we're not talking about what country you came from and your roots. We talk about your parents, your mom and dad. If you know who your mom and dad is, if you grew up with your mom and dad, you need to know who they are so you can know what you come from. And a lot of y'all parents failed y'all. See, when people think of their parents failing them, they think of kids growing up in the ghetto, kids growing up in the hood, all that shit. But they don't realize that your parents can fail you if they had money. Wee! That's a joke. Your parents can fail you if you grew up in the suburbs. Your parents can fail you if they had money. You can have parents that had lots of money and they still failed you. Or you can be like, well, and you can have both parents and your parents still fail you. You can have both parents and both parents can have money and they can still have failed you. Now you like, now how you gonna have both parents and they failed you? No, you had good parents. You had both parents. You had good parents. See, a lot of people. That's the problem right there. That's the problem right fucking there. See, a lot of people think, oh, they had both parents. They grew up in the suburbs. They good. No, no, no. You could no. I'm about to explain. All right, hold on. See, this is what you gotta understand. Just because you came from a single parent household don't mean that, a lot of time when people come from single parent households, that's not the best situation because you need both parents. And then people say, well, I had both parents, so, my wife was pretty good. But I'm not trying to bring hate, I'm trying to bring awareness. See, just because you had both parents, it doesn't mean that you had the ideal situation growing up. And the reason why I'm telling y'all that is because a lot of people be like, "Oh, I had great parents. I had a great upbringing. I was lit. We had money. We lived in the suburbs, but guess what? Was your dad could have been a simp and your mom could have been a masculine ass wife." Yeah. 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 Cause like we sit here and say, "Well, my parents been married for 20 years. My parents been married for 30 years, but are they happy?" Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Like, yo, I'm trying to help you out. This for you. I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you, bro. Like, y'all, I'm good. But see, and it's not just a black and white thing. It ain't a black and white thing. It's an any color thing, bro. It's an any color thing. Like, people think that, oh, I'm white, I'm good. Like, nah, it be, oh, I'm beige, I'm good. I'm Hispanic. It be Asians, it be everybody that grew up in a trash household. And the reason why I gotta let people know that your household was probably trash, because we gotta get you out of that trash thinking. See, your parents have to be there for you emotionally and financially and spiritually. See, if they're not there for you all three, and I mean we just gonna say emotionally and financially. We gonna, because spiritually falls under emotionally. So your parents gotta be there for you emotionally, and they gotta be there for you financially. Because as kids, your childhood is supposed to be a carefree childhood. And 9 out of 10 people did not have carefree childhoods. They had to care for one of their parents emotionally, or some shit. And this is how generational curses get brought. This is how generational trauma. This is how all this shit get passed down because the kids don't see anything wrong with how they grew up. And they figure, okay, well, my parents had a pretty good, successful life, so I'm gonna just mimic them. And you've come to realize that you're not happy. Why? Because your parents weren't happy. See, a lot of y'all that grew up in single parent households, y'all already know y'all shit probably fucked up. So we're gonna get y'all out the way. But a lot of y'all that grew up in married households, them be the ones that them be the ones that really need help because they be thinking, oh, I grew up in a good childhood. We grew up in a big house and I had both my parents. I'm lit. But see, the thing about it is, if your dad was a simp and your mom ran a show, it don't care how much money you had, they couldn't have been there for you emotionally. So you're gonna have a gap emotionally. So that's one gap you're gonna have. Cause we're gonna talk about the people that had both parents. Cause like if you didn't have both parents, then you know your shit was probably fucked up and you working on fixing that now. Or if you had none of your parents, you know that your shit was fucked up. And I'm not saying that in a funny way. I'm saying that because like it's obvious. But people that got both parents, they be fucked up because they think they had a good upbringing when they shit wasn't good. They shit was probably trash. See, if you okay, what if you had a dad that worked 60, 70, 80 hours a week, right? He was never there for you. That's not good. He provided food, shelter, and clothing, but he wasn't there emotionally. And that's going to be a big problem. So we got the scenario. Okay, the mom's a man, the dad's a simp. Second scenario, dad is always working. Third scenario, mom and dad always working. So now you don't know what the fuck to do. Huh? Your parents probably failed you. How? Okay, well, Chris, you need to get to how my parents failed me. Okay, your parents probably failed you. If they didn't fail you financially, they failed you emotionally. Or if they didn't fail you emotionally, they probably failed you financially. We probably had those parents that we grew up in a good house. We both loved each other, but we was fucking broke. That's not good, bro. It's not good being broke. Being broke is not a badge of honor. It's a it's not, bro. It's not a fucking badge of honor. Being broke is being broke. You have no money to do shit, nigga. I'm sorry. You have no money to do nothing. You have no money. How you so if your parents either failed you financially, emotionally, or both. You had no money or no love. So what the you had a double negative. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, yo, y'all really gotta understand that your parents failed you. And you gotta unlearn everything you've learned. So that way you can be on top. You feel me? You need to unlearn everything you've learned so you can be on top. Because if not, you're going to think what your parents taught you was cool and it was some cap. Your parents didn't teach you how to shop for life insurance. They didn't tell you which kinds to get to better your situation. Your parents probably didn't teach you about credit. Your parents probably didn't teach you about business credit, opening a business. Your parents probably didn't teach you about how to be able to love. Your parents probably didn't teach you how to listen, actively listen and not passively listen. Your parents probably didn't teach you what books to read to learn. Your parents probably didn't teach you how to be able to be there for your friends. Your parents probably didn't teach you how to hold space for others so that they can have their feelings be acknowledged instead of you trying to fix people. Your parents probably didn't teach you how to forgive. It's probably so much shit y'all never learned, but y'all be like, oh man, my parents did great. No, the fuck they didn't. They failed you. It's okay. 9 out of 10 parents failed their kids, bro. It's okay. You just gotta take it upon yourself to learn what they didn't teach you. You 21 now. From 0 to 18, it's your parents' responsibility. From 21 up, it's your responsibility. 18 to 21, you just figuring it out. You for the streets. So, you don't know what's going on. But like a lot of y'all, you know how I know your parents failed you? 50% of divorces 50% of marriages end in divorce. If your parents knew how to be married, they would have taught your ass that shit. Because your parents taught you how to drive, and y'all are terrible at that. So, or your driving teacher. So, well, y'all in Virginia are terrible at driving. You know, New York, everywhere else, they good. They know how to drive. But Virginia drivers are terrible. But, yeah, man. Y'all learned all that from your parents. And they ain't teach you nothing. Y'all struggling in y'all relationships. Y'all are struggling. But y'all want to talk about how good your childhood was. No, it's not. You're biased. It's okay. I gotta teach y'all, man. This is real motherfucking talk, man. Giving y'all straight gold, man. Giving y'all gems, man. That's why the channel called Jim Jones. Ain't nobody gonna talk to you about how your parents failed you. And then y'all want to be mad at everybody else. No, be mad at your parents. For fucking up. I be hard on my peoples. I be like, yeah, y'all fucked up. But it's okay, I still love you. Y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For real, man. So, like I said, this is gonna be another this is another appetizer. This is another spinach artichoke dip and nachos, you know, whatever. You know, this we haven't gotten to the seafood. We haven't gotten to the seafood yet. We haven't gotten to the platters. We haven't gotten to the motherfucking we haven't gotten to the steak and all that shit. We still giving y'all appetizers. You know, we gonna come with the dinner, but not yet. This is a quick boom pap. This is a quick appetizer. So your parents probably failed you. I'm not gonna say probably 8 out of 10 people. Your parents failed you. So now you gotta learn the emotional and the financial side of life, and throw out all that cap ass shit they was talking about. Now don't get me wrong, I still love your parents, I love mine. But at the end of the day, they didn't teach you nothing. Your parents ain't teach you shit probably. And it's okay, because now we gotta teach ourselves shit. Even if you, and it's like I said, it's not a color thing. It's not a black, white, purple, orange thing. It's a people thing. A lot of white parents fail their kids. They grow up in them nice ass houses, but them white kids is shooting up the fucking school. Huh? Why you think they, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, they don't grow up in the trenches. They grow up in nice ass suburban. Oh, we never thought that Tyler would shoot up the whole school. See, that's the thing. Them kids got money, but they don't have emotional support. So, and you know, and it's not just me coming at white folks, because, you know, it's Asian people shooting up schools too. It's like, look, it's about it's not about color. You know, Hispanics is growing up crazy. Everybody's growing up in a crazy household. And black folks, y'all see what we doing to each other out in there, Chicago and Baltimore. So y'all already know what's going on over here. So I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, this is a gem dropping session, bro.